What's up everybody? Robert A1EDU. Welcome back to the channel. We get asked a lot of questions, right? We get a lot of comments, which we are very grateful for, by the way. I'm all about it, man. I answered 4 as soon as I got home tonight, as a matter of fact, on my phone real quick. But a lot of those questions have to do with what maybe I personally am into, what I do, what safes I use, and all of the above. So I thought, cool, I'll just show you. So let's check it out. Don't have to be super tight. And so with that, like I've named multiple times, I have multiple safes. And each safe has kind of its own job to do for us, me and my family, and how we use them. Particularly like my ammo, you're not gonna see much to any ammo in this particular safe. It just doesn't really fit the format that I was going for, right? But I do get asked about the products that I use, like I said, and you know, how I stack them, or do I actually use this or that? Are those really your guns, Robert? Been asked that before. So I thought, yeah, man, I think we'll just show you how I set mine up. As you see in the videos, the gun safe reviews, you know, we move the shelving around and we set the guns up in all kinds of different ways, trying to get you some ideas. So here's another, hopefully great idea that might help you guys check it out. An idea, yeah. This, by the way, if I haven't said it yet, I don't think I did, is the Browning 1878-65T. We've got videos on it, obviously, but so it's about 6 foot tall, it's 56 inches wide, and it's 25 inches deep. So to give you some real perspective. And yes, it is right here inside the house, and it takes up a lot of room, but I'm okay with that. I've actually got an idea about doing some built-ins around it. We'll get into that. Here we go. Ta-da! As you are well aware of, a lot of gun safes that we talk about and we show on the channel always have pistol storage on the door, and then with Browning specifically, Browning Pro Steel, you have long gun storage on the door. So for me, personally, this is just shotguns over here. Just because I think they're easier to get to. Got my bird guns and my turkey guns and fun guns. It's an old father-in-law shotgun. So I just find those a little bit easier to throw over here on the door and kind of out of the way. And then all 10 pistol pockets get used quick and easy. But it's on the inside past that, sorry, I got this light I gotta be careful of. It's on the inside where, again, that super modular interior, that access shelving from Browning allows me to play and do all kinds of stuff. And so I'm gonna kind of show you, as I'm just gonna kind of start at the top, we'll work our way down, what I've done and what I found to be useful to me. And ask questions in the comment section, seriously. Obviously I'm into this, I have fun with it. I'd love to help you guys out in any way. I did leave the shelves at the top pretty much maxed out, meaning about as high as I could keep these shelves. And that was just because, you know, I knew I wasn't gonna store anything crazy in there. Because if something gets too big and too bulky, too cumbersome for inside the safe, I'm one of those, like many of my great customers, and it's going on top of the safe. So we're just gonna get that out of the way. So I keep some things like some extra optics that I haven't used yet or something. They're still in the box, ready to go. Keep ears up here, again, ready to throw in the bag, head to the range, head outdoors, whatever we're doing. The basket, there are multiple sizes of that, but that's from Gun Storage Solutions. Gun Storage Solutions, AKA Store More Guns. It's got multiple names. I like that. Just throw some magazines in, keep them in a little basket, out of the way, right? With this modular interior, I'm allowed to do shorties above rifles. And that is amazing work. That allows me to stack so much in this little section of the safe from floor to ceiling. And with that, I play around with it. I change it up every now and then, mess around to see what I like, what I don't like. And with that, I mean, for example, like a Scorpion right here. For the YouTube reviewer people, that's clear and empty. I've got a folder on it. So sometimes we might come back from the range, I'll have a can on it, and I can lay it in here like that with the can and it touches just fine. So obviously without the can on it, you can tell that I'm able to leave that out and just set her in there and she stays real good. Oh, I had it the other way. I had to play with that the other night. I couldn't figure out how I like this configuration the best. There you go. I like that better because the weight leans in. Pro tip, I like the weight to fall into the back of the safe so it never stands a chance of coming back at me. I promised production that I wouldn't make this about guns, but it's a honey badger. It's not mine. It's literally my wife's. I don't have anything that's cool. But she just got it. It's amazing. We're still setting it up. I got stuff on order for it, changing it up, whatever, but come on, honey badger. Took it out this weekend, ran it. Amazing. People are gonna ask me about the gun, so I mean, I might as well answer something. A lot of FDE on it, just because FDE goes so great on a badger. But with the access shelving, they come with the pistol racks that it's actually bolted onto the shelf. So any shelf in this safe can have pistols hanging from it. I find that to be amazing. Is it the perfect thing? No, not at all. I've thought about, like a lot of you guys have, I've seen it on everybody else's channels and everybody talking about it too. They have like the little slot things that sit up on a shelf here where I can go pistol, pistol, pistol. Maybe they're a little bit tighter, but I do find this to be okay. It holds anything. I mean, that's a 22. Then you got like 380. That's another 22. Those are 380s. And then straight on down the line, I even will keep things on the holster just because it's easy for like my EDC. I can just pull it off just like that and lock a mag and go, and you're golden. So I'm actually a fan of that as well. Now the holsters I use are from Tenacore. Have nothing to do with the safe, but come on, you came to my channel, check it out. Tenacore, am I blurry? Can you see me? Kapow. Tenacore. So I'm a really big fan of these for concealed carry weapons. They have a limited amount of weapons that they actually make for. See that right there? That is literally designed to fit in the appendix there and roll with your body. So big shout out. They're not paying me, but they could. You're welcome to sponsor our channel. So I really like how, like I said, the hangers work. And they're super efficient. And as far as like bending and breaking, I get asked that a lot too. Man, I'm in and out of here a lot, and I have yet to do that. So I don't think that's really a big issue. And if it is, I do know too that the company's pretty big on replacement parts, right? They will warranty anything that goes wrong. But yeah, even put a little revolver on there. Oh, 25 ACP, you never know. So I like that because of that cantilever system where everything mounts on the back, like your refrigerator, like modular. I say it all the time, but I mean, you can really see here, I think it's a pretty good example of how much I can move these up and down and create more or less space wherever I need to, however I want to. So I'm mildly OCD, I guess. I didn't realize it until I was putting this thing together because I was kind of big on making things match as much as I possibly could where I could. With that, again, the Axis shelves are made out of solid steel, polymer coated over that. I have found that the multi-mags, also available, a-1locksmith.com. These things work awesome because I just, especially on my Glocks with the metal, I just magnet that on there and then click it to the shelf. I'm able to line these up and keep them out of the way. I think that's awesome. Not gonna lie, I'm a huge fan of that. There are several ways to store mags, I understand that. And people go and they buy cheap plastic containers and that does really well too. And I saw this one video where a guy bought something from like Amazon or Walmart or whatever, just this cheap little thing, plastic basket, but it did a really good job too. But I happen to prefer that. It works pretty well, I can line them up. Down here on these pistols, we've got a lot of optics. So the pistol rack that I talked about with these are all hanging on, there's also an optic one. Now I don't actually have a super large optic on a pistol per se, but I am using that one right there and it allows me to float them up and down. So like the Ross Martin here and the SIG right here, they do have a pretty big optic on them, but it's super clear. So that's cool. That helps out a lot. Over here, I'll be able to maybe add more pistols one day because there are 4 pistol racks that aren't being used. Now, that means I may have to move this eventually, but that's cool. We can do that. But I did it over here as well. I don't know how much camera you can see there, but I'm sure they can zoom in for you. I did the same thing with hanging magazines with magnets underneath the bottom of the shelf. I just think it works super great. I've got more of those pistol racks bolted onto this far shelf, and as you can see, I've got suppressors hanging from it, which is super convenient so that I can, again, I don't have to leave them on the gun, which takes up more room, and they're up underneath the shelf. They're out of the way. And so that's just one more thing. I've suggested that to several customers. Hey man, yeah, you can put your suppressors on there too and keep them out of the way. So here's an example of that if I've ever told you that or you wanted to see what it looked like. Ta-da! So you've got like a little workstation here where I keep just a few gun tools, you know, stuff that I'm constantly pulling apart or working on. Need my tools. There they are, easy to get to. The knife shelf, I get a lot of questions about that from friends and family and coworkers too. My EDC changes a lot, I mean, so I get different knives, different weapons. And I thought it'd be really cool. Check this out. Can we zoom in? Or can I show you without blurring? How close can you get? Tell me. Right here. See that? Very good buddy of mine 3D printed this. I came with the design idea I'd had seen somewhere else or something. And so he 3D printed that. And I was like, hey man, you know what else would be cool? What? Get a shot of that. So I've got the bug mark on one side and Texas on the other side, just like the front of my safe, because I can. Yes, I might start selling them, in case you're curious. So I got the knives displayed well. I think that's cool that I can lay those out. And again, even if you didn't do something like that, it's just a nice big shelf. You'll notice too, like I said, they're stacked one on top of the other. So you got all your 16 inchers down here. And like we talk about in all the videos, these are the big boys, right? These massive hand guards and these pistol grips and these massive optics are just bulging out of these things. And it does make it a little bit harder to configure. But again, I've got 6 of them squeezed in that area. And yes, if I need to, want to, plan to, I'm gonna put a couple more in that exact same spot. I'm just gonna have to take them out and move them around to make them work better. No big deal. Over here though, as you can see, I got it way tighter because I had the space, I had the ability to do that. I've said it to customers, I don't know how many times, but Browning's interior, the way that that's designed, the engineers at Pro Steel said that I need to keep my weapons without optics on the back wall first, and then put an optic weapon in front of it. And that's exactly what you're seeing right now. So both of these Henrys, I got the 22 and the 4570, are upright and they're up against that wall and up as much as I can get them. And then I'm able to put, even with my AK, which has the RS and the SIG on top of it, like look how big that thing is. That's a monster. See that? So that thing's taking up a lot of space, right? Well, again, because I'm able to put that gun behind it all the way upright and against the wall, it is out of my way and it's not hitting my optic, which I spent time sighting in. So when people say, man, it doesn't work for me, or you know, whatever, I've got a lot of questions, or you know, I want to help. So maybe send me some pictures or some ideas, email me, and maybe we can see how we can help you move that around or whatever. Just because I have a lot of experience with it, obviously. Same thing, stuff along the back. There's one back there that's scoped, but anyway, so packed all those into that corner. What is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 packed into that corner pretty good. And yes, I could fit 1, 2 more depending on what they are, for sure. Maybe not optics, but again, that's part of the game we play. I get asked a lot about the mag storage solutions. We sell a lot of that thanks to you guys. Have seen the videos that we've made, and you guys order that stuff all the time. Do I use it? Do I like it? Hell yeah. Let's be real. I'm a fan. What I actually did with mine, and I showed a buddy of this picture once, and I said, man, I should probably show people online what I did. It worked for me, and you know, we'll see what you think. I was able to take 2 of the pistol mag holders, and I literally bolted them together. I just put them back to back, and I ran a bolt and a nut right there. And so now it's even almost very toolbox-ish. So if need be, this can go to the range just as is. And with that, like I said, you see the bolts at the top? Just went through the existing holes. I didn't drill anything. I just held them together and bolted and nutted them in. So they got the little shelf on the bottom for a bunch of storage, and then you can fit all kinds of mags in here. So as you can tell, I've got plenty of mag storage right here. No, this isn't all of them, obviously. I kind of want another one, need another one. But again, with the magnets and the steel shelves, I was able to create something else so that I don't have to rush to grab another one. But yeah, I use the hell out of these. So people ask me that all the time. I also use the AK 47/AR10 holders. I also use the AR-15, but for the AR-15, I don't have a good picture example. I use the AR-15 mag dispenser. And you can't see it, so we'll just shoot you some shots that we've done of it so you get a better idea of what it looks like, but it's magnet to the side of my safe, so I can't show you. But this is the AK 47/AR10 magazine holder. And yeah, I use a mess out of these. There's 3 of these in there right now, and I probably need 1 more right now. But like I said, I tell everybody too, I found that my Scorpion mags fit in there fantastic as well. So I was actually able to double stack those. So do I use them? Yeah. And in this Browning interior, hopefully you can tell, but there's 3 of them stacked right here. So yeah, I killed an entire shelf, but in that entire shelf, I put a lot of magazines right there ready to go. So that's fun. And then I've got some other magazines just kind of laying out. But I just kind of wanted to show you a little bit of what I do, how I kind of adjust and move, and what I found to work, all these multi-mags that are holding all these magazines underneath shelves, how well these pistol racks hold everybody up out of the way, they even hold my suppressors. That's amazing. The door does exactly what they said it would do, where I could stack stuff on there. Obviously I have room for a couple more 12 gauges because I'm waiting for that PSA 12 gauge to come out, hopefully this year. So it needs a home and then a couple others to go with it, obviously, but that's just kind of the setup, guys. So everything except for the guns, obviously, pretty much you can get from us, you know what I mean? So ask questions about these accessories and more though, okay? So that's probably gonna be my big question of the day is, now that you've seen it, now that you know what I do and how I do it, what can I do better? I'm curious because somebody out there's probably got a better plan and idea than what I've done, and nobody's perfect, right? So check it out, let me know what you think about it. I'd love everybody's feedback on it. I'm okay with that. Because we're all a part of that 2A community, and we're all into this, and we all have fun talking about it. So I'll get bagged on by plenty of people. I'm okay with that. But anybody else, let me know. Like I said, tell me what you think about it. Love to hear the feedback, get the comments, and a little bit of a different video. We appreciate you stopping by, checking it out though, and probably go make you another video right now, more than likely. Thanks a lot for stopping by, guys. This is Robert. I'm with A1EDU, and I will see. Oh, stop the tape. I haven't said this, but we're going back to SHOT Show. Anybody a fan? Check us out. We went to SHOT Show last year, filmed a lot of great content, got tons of views, lots of new followers, a lot of you watching this, hopefully. And so we're going back, so be ready for that. SHOT Show's coming up. Today's the 6th of January, so we're gonna be down there like the 19th at range day, and I think it goes through the 23rd, something like that. So check that out. Be on the lookout for that. We're gonna try to shoot it live, upload it same day again. It's a nightmare, but the crew did an amazing job last year. We're gonna try to pull that out one more time. Robert A1EDU, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.